Now it's time for assembly. I started my camera a little bit late in the process, so I'll walk you through the first couple steps. First thing that we did was drill holes in the concrete after we measured out where the exact holes were going to be. Then we planted those metal braces for the posts on the ground, tightened them down, and then put up the first couple posts. Now we are bolting the first set of 2x12s to the first two posts that we put up. I'm using all stainless steel hardware to prevent corrosion later on down the road. I've heard that hot dipped galvanized bolts and hardware will do okay for a little bit, but then they'll start to bleed after the galvanization corrodes. In order to plant these 6x6 posts, we started out by tacking a couple screws in the bottom through the post brace, and then took some 2x4s and some stakes and planted them in the ground. With this last post, it was a little bit tricky because we didn't have any grass to hammer some stakes into, so I had to use a few 2x4s and just set them on the concrete and then drill 2 screws through the 2x4 into the post for better support. Now I'm tacking a couple support screws in the back of those posts to hold the 2x12. With some clamps handy, we're now ready to rest that 2x12 on those 2 support screws in the back. Now we're ready to bring the inside 2x12 and rest it on top of those 45-degree supports with the notch that's cut out in the 2x12. While my brother fixes a small cutting error that I made in the pre-assembly stage, I'm up on the ladder drilling holes through the 2x6s and the posts, so that way I can bolt the 2x6s to the posts that are on top of the 2x12s. With 2 people working and 2 drills, this makes for a nice game of follow the leader, where one person drills the holes and the other person follows along and then puts the bolts through and tightens them. At the end of this step, my camera ran out of memory, so the remaining steps would be to finish spacing out the rest of the 2x6s and then plant the 2x2s on top, running the same way as the 2x12s. The client that I'm building this pergola for wanted a bar on one of the sides, so I'm drilling 2 2x6 supports through the posts and then bolting them through. I decided to go with 2x6s instead of 2x4s for some extra support, just in case somebody decided to lean on the bar, it wouldn't collapse or bow or anything. Now it's time to screw in the 2x4 on the bottom side of those posts. This will help support the lattice that's going to be going on this side as well. Before I clamped the bar top down, I wanted to make sure it was even front to back. When I mounted the bar top, I decided to screw in from the inside of those 2x6s, similar to a pocket hole joint, but without drilling pocket holes. When setting up the lattice, I noticed that the back side of the bolts were in the way, so I had to cut off a small chunk on the corners of that lattice. Then to adhere the lattice to the wood, I just used a brad nailer, and it actually held up really well. After realizing we were done, I had to take a second to admire our work. After it was all complete, the final cost of the hardware, the lumber, and the stain sealer was around $2,000. The prep phase, so all the cutting and the pre-assembly that I did at my house, took about 18 hours, and the assembly process or the installation took 7 hours when I had a partner. So total time about 25 hours. This job site was about an hour from my house, and by some miracle I didn't forget to bring any tools and didn't make any bad cuts that couldn't be fixed there. If you have any comments or critiques, I would love to hear them. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more woodworking videos by me. Thank you guys for watching.